Welcome to everyone joining us here as the weekend of international football continues for the DFB. It's time for the under-17s to take centre stage here against Slovenia, all part of the qualification process for the European Championships in the summer in Estonia. But before we get down to the nitty-gritty, as always, time for the national anthems first. So there we have it, the national anthems out of the way. Time to get down to the action here in Slovenia at the sport park Radomlje. Pretty much bang in the middle of Slovenia, slightly to the north of Ljubljana. The sun is shining, perfect conditions for an afternoon of international football at under-17 level. As already mentioned, both these teams looking to qualify for the 2026 Under-17 European Championships. This the second round of qualification. Just to break things down, 54 teams drawn into 14 groups of either 3 or 4 in the first round of qualification. The top 2 teams from each group advancing to round 2. Round 2 then split into 2 leagues, League A and League B. Germany in League A, of course, and already off to a winning start in round 2. They find themselves in Group A1 alongside France, North Macedonia and their opponents here this afternoon, Slovenia. Both Germany and France getting off to winning starts. Germany with a 2-1 win at home over North Macedonia. France with a 2-0 win over Germany's opponents here today, Slovenia. So both France and Germany with 3 points on the board already. The two teams going head-to-head on Tuesday in 3 days' time. So definitely a big game to look forward to there, but work to be done here. Slovenia by no means pushovers here. They did suffer a red card in that game to France, which really hampered their chances of coming away with anything. But every chance they will give Germany a run for their money, especially once through to the second round of qualification. Everyone a formidable opponent, and Slovenia no different here. But Germany will feel confident they can get the job done. Have performed extremely well. It's their second test of the new year during this international break. head coach Andrej Pavlak and company. We'll be hoping they can build on that first win and make it back-to-back victories before they go up against what will be a very, very strong and talented French side. A lot of talent in this young under-17 side. One player especially standing out in recent times is the Dortmund youngster, 16-year-old Mirza. Marwan Omir Mirza, to be precise. 9 goals in 8 appearances for the under-17s so far. You can see him just in the, well, right in the middle of your screen now with the number 11. And Slovenia get things underway here. Germany playing from right to left in the first half here in the Sportny Park Radomie. Pitch very well kept, looks in perfect condition. Andrej Pavlak expressing just how important a strong start to the game will be against Slovenia. Had good spells against France. That red card really throwing a spanner in the works for them. They do have a player down here at the moment. Seems to be in a bit of trouble as well, which is not what you want to see. Tristan Kotta seems to be suffering with a problem in the left leg. Hopefully just a bit of a shock to the system rather than anything too serious. He's back on his feet and looks like he's going to be able to continue, which is great to see. Ball is rolling again. Good closing down from Germany there. Oh, Shutalo there, the number 18, Alexei Shutalo, expecting the whistle to go. Wanted the free kick. Mateo Busquets Ferrer in charge of proceedings here this afternoon. Clearly, pull of the shirt there. Easy decision that time for the referee. Dion Hofmeister brought down. A really high tempo start to this game from both sides. Still a bit scrappy. As Germany now give the free kick away in almost exactly the same position. Slovenia's number 9 brought down. David Jereb, 17-year-old with a lot of talent, currently playing his trade at AZ Alkmaar, the Dutch Youth League. Only recently joining the Dutch side. A very, very talented young man. A real threat going forward as the first chance of the game goes begging. Falls to the home side. Captain and number 10, Mia Matjazek, just unable to make contact with the ball the way you would have liked it. Puts it up and over. Plays his football just next door to Germany, actually, in Austria, with RB Salzburg. Fantastic youth setup, RB Salzburg. A lot of big names starting their young careers there. So far seems to be somewhat of a frantic start to proceedings here. Talked about a high tempo, but neither side really able to settle into things in the opening stages, and sadly it looks like that early injury to Tristan Cotard is a little more serious than hoped, as he is down again and looks to be very upset by it. The reaction from the player would suggest that is the end of his game. It's very, very sad news for the Olimpia Ljubljana under-19 player. Hopefully something he will be able to recover from. We do wish him a speedy recovery, of course. Never like to see serious injuries for players this young, this early in their careers, especially when given the chance to represent their country as well in an important game like this. So hopefully he'll be all right. Ane Koprivic on to replace him. An unplanned early substitution for the home side. There is Tijani. Back to Sievert. Decent little spell of possession this, as Germany look to patiently carve away forward and through. There is the star man, Mirza. Really, really exciting young player. Really raised quite a few eyebrows on the international stage with the under-17s. 9 goals in 8 appearances. Quite a spectacular return for him so far. Has become a real key player for head coach Andrej Pavlak. Here's Tijani. Whips a really good looking ball in. It's not a bad effort at all. Really inviting cross there. Yannick Weitz taking it on the volley with the inside of the right boot. Straight down the middle and into the hands of Dezelak in goal. Prescott in goal, venturing forward. Remaining very calm on the ball there. Swung in from a wide area, well defended by the Slovenian back nine, or back line, I should say. Drobnic with the clearance there from inside his own penalty area. Almost 9 minutes gone. Germany starting to find a little bit of rhythm here now. Starting to dominate possession. Mirza tries to dance his way past a number of Slovenian blue shirts there. Runs into trouble, but Germany do come away with the throw. Arvin Omir Mirza, making the move up to Dortmund's under-19s this season. Does have 3 goals already for the under-19s in 12 appearances. He's not just a goal scorer though, very much a playmaker. Fantastic at bringing teammates into play as well, just as good at providing goal-scoring opportunities to teammates. And it's that all-round attacking ability that makes him such an exciting prospect. Of course, always important not to put too much pressure on players so young. It is safe to say that big things are expected from him, with the way he's been performing, both for Dortmund's under-17s, now under-19s, and Germany's under-17s. It's no surprise that people are talking about him quite a bit in the German footballing world. Germany doing a really good job of keeping Slovenia pegged back inside their own half at the moment. Here is Mirza, does well. Ball out wide to Tijani now. Not a good looking delivery towards the back post. Slovenia able to deal with the danger once more. Germany able to stamp their authority on things now. Slovenia struggling to hold on to the ball when they do get it. Prime example right there, given away very cheaply indeed. Having won it back in a promising area. Germany working very hard off the ball and then remaining a little bit more patient now after what was a bit of a frantic start. Starting to look a little bit more collected and calm in possession. No Tijani, seeing a lot of the ball on this left side, the majority of attacking play coming down the left so far for Germany. Long ball out wide, lovely first touch from Mirza. He does well to win the corner. So first chance for Germany to try and swing one in from a dead ball situation. Andrej Pavlak, his assistant coach Patrick Mölzel, watching on from the sidelines, will be relatively pleased with the opening 13 minutes, I would think. Slowly but surely, Germany taking control of this game. Ball into the box, could have gone anywhere there. Clearance not the best, Germany able to keep the pressure on. Decent delivery into the box there, but Jerome Giallo unable to really generate any real power with that header. Simple save in the end for Dezelak in goal. Diallo to Sieverts. Again, one back inside the Slovenian half. Really strong play from Germany. Fantastic energy levels so far. It's a really determined performance at the moment. Lovely crossing from Tijani, and then just about kept out. Slightly peculiar one there for the Slovenian shot stopper Matej Dezelak. 16-year-old judges it well. And again, Germany looking really, really dangerous down this left wing. Looking like the only team who has a chance of scoring at the moment. Slovenia unfortunate to hear the whistle go there. It looked like there was all too much in that challenge from Germany's number 9, Josef Varus Hausfeld. Headed out of play by Diallo. Reads the situation very well, comes across in support. Well, apart from that one early half chance for Slovenia in the very opening stages of the game, it's slightly underwhelming going forward in the final third. Haven't really been able to create too much, if anything at all, really. Now perhaps. Offside flag up. Easy decision for the linesman there. Premic just taking a little too long. And that ball. Again, the diagonal from Diallo. Not the first time we've seen that. Mirza, the intended target again, unable to control it that time. Headed out of play by Sieverts. Joshua Sievert, the Under-17 captain, making his 5th appearance for the Under-17 side. Northern 96 youngster, another one making a name for himself. Just taking another look at the numbers. And you stand corrected. Marwan Omian Mirza with 8 goals in 7 appearances. So not 9 in 8. But still very impressive return nonetheless. Could make it 9 and 8 here today if he finds the back of the net though. Nearly 20 minutes gone. Has been pretty one-sided so far. Germany clearly the team with more control. Lion's share of possession, creating opportunities. Nothing too clear-cut so far, but definitely the side with the better start. Bit of a wild opening 2 minutes or so, but starting to set the tone now and dictate the pace of this game. Mirza trying a cheeky little back heel, back into the path of Tijani. Sivert got up a body strength there to hold on to possession. Interesting idea. Again, there's that diagonal switch of play. Looking for the run inside from Marvin Omir Mirza. Kept in play well there by Kikec. Despite dominating possession so far and looking the more dangerous and in control, still nothing to separate these two sides after just over 22 minutes. Sivert with an interesting ball back towards his own goalkeeper, who decides to let it run out of play there. Leonard Prescott. Decent ball inside, might be a chance here for Slovenia, but that's very well defended. Diallo again coming across in support, not for the first time in this game. Slovenia now with a corner of their own. A chance to try and work Prescott in goal. Do have some decent height in their team. Especially their big number 4, Drobnic. Will be a target for sure here. As Drobnic, she tries to attack it, but Prescott does really well. Reads the flight of the ball. Comes to collect it. Fantastic throw as well there. past the midway point of the first half. Everything going to plan so far for Germany, just missing the opening goal. That's a very awkward pass and very nearly punished for it as well. It's Sievert who gives it away very, very cheaply. And the Slovenian captain and Salzburg number 10, Mia Maciasek, very nearly taking full advantage there. Looking to chip Prescott in goal from long range, just wouldn't really curl back for him. A little too much height on it as well. Headed out of play by Tim Neininger. There's another look at that really good opportunity. Good close control from Edin Bieber. Strong play from Neininger as well. And can't find the pass to match the close control. Marmo Vugdalic, the man in charge of Slovenia's under-17s. I think will be perhaps not quite as happy with his side's performance, but on the positive side, they've yet to concede. The longer it stays 0-0, you just know they will have their phases in the game as well. Have had one or two opportunities to score already. Whipped in, lovely delivery there. Mia Maciasek is starting to come to life, the Slovenian captain. Just begging for someone to get on the end of that. David Jedeb closest to it at the back post, but just a little out of reach for the Slovenian number 9 there. Neininger. Lovely ball, flag stays down, chance here for Germany. Will be a corner. Mate Dezelek in goal, doing a good job of staying wide awake. Punched away by Dezelek. He's then awarded the free kick as well. Edging towards the half-hour mark here. Gets absolutely clattered there by Josef Hasfeld. So, without doubt, the right decision from the referee. press doing its job, forcing the mistake. The ball put out of play by Zabukovic. Chance to break here for Slovenia, though. Have players forward. It's well defended by Tim Neininger. He's had a really good game so far. The Germany right back making his fourth appearance, the Wolfsburg youngster. There is Neininger again with the clearance. Gets caught in possession. And the decision goes against Germany. And Isaiah Samuel Sedetis. Again, didn't look like there was a lot in that. Looked very 50-50. Oh no. Opportunity, big save by Prescott. Diallo, who hasn't put a foot wrong all game, has looked solid as a rock at the back. Just has a swing at the ball, but it's a miss. And very nearly an extremely costly one. Alexei Sutalo going down like a sack of potatoes there. I'm not sure there was that much in that challenge either. But Prescott does really well. As soon as that mistake's made, it's all about the positioning. He's already good distance off his line. Which means he only has to move about a metre or two forward to then make himself big and close the angle for the shot on goal. Stretches out that left leg and pulls off a really good stop. It's another big chance for Slovenia. Chances have come against the run of play, but they've probably been the more notable so far. Two biggest chances so far, coming off the back of mistakes at the back from Germany. Two lapses in concentration. Germany struggling to get the ball clear here. Shot from long range blocked. So a little over 10 minutes still to go. Although Germany have been the better team overall, have been a little fortunate at times as well. Slovenia could have been a little bit more clinical with the opportunities that have presented themselves to them. Germany could very easily find themselves on the back foot and trailing here. Of course, every game so important in this second round of qualification. Germany will be desperate for all 3 points, especially with France up next, which will be their toughest test so far. Some good news for Germany at the moment. France taking on North Macedonia at the same time of this game between Germany and Slovenia. Score currently 1 apiece in that game. Elsewhere, Italy and Romania looking very strong in their group. Montenegro absolutely flying in Group A3. Czech Republic and Austria, two top teams in Group 4, while Belgium and Serbia are the teams to beat in 5. Not a bad effort there. Only looked a little closer than it actually was, but if one player can find the top shelf from that sort of an angle, and here's Marwan Omir Mirza. Mate Desilak didn't seem too bothered by it, which would suggest it was always travelling away from goal rather than towards it. Sloppy there at the back from Slovenia as they gift Germany a corner. Will be Edin Bieber to send one in from the far side. Good looking delivery as well. Husfeldt's closest to it, trying to attack it. Comes all the way back out to Edin Bieber, and then takes a knock to the ankle from Mia Maciejczak. So Edin Bieber able to take it. Still waiting for Germany's first real big chance of the game, surprisingly. Now perhaps, and that is their big chance. What an opportunity, a free header for Josef Husfeldt there. He's able to attack the ball this time unmarked. Finds a nice little pocket of space there in between the two defenders. Great cross to pick him out from Edin Bieber, but sadly just can't keep the header down. Perhaps jumped a little too early. You can see from the reaction from Mirza there just how big of a chance that was. Late tackle from Maciejczak on Sievert, and Slovenian captain will pick up a yellow card for his troubles. Wasn't the softest of first touches, which is, I think, what led Mia Maciejczak into believing he could perhaps just nick the ball away there, especially with some of the mistakes that have been made at the back so far. Prescott does well under pressure. Lovely ball through the middle. Here is Husfeldt. Can he get the shot off? Forced out wide. Finds a way back inside, then goes down looking for a penalty. I think he's going to be penalised for diving here. Free kick for Slovenia for simulation from Josef Husfeldt, who picks up a yellow card. Hobbles away, but doesn't seem to be complaining about it too much. Mirza heading the ball out wide, hoping that Neininger was there to latch onto it. Germany do come away with the throw anyway. The longer it stays 0-0, I think the more confident Slovenia will become. Chance now perhaps for Germany. The ball inside towards Tigiani, just not quite accurate enough from Isaiah Samuel Sedetis. It's a really promising run down that left wing from Germany's number 7. And the final ball just lacking slightly. It sort of sums up the first half for Germany. A lot of positives, but then that final moment, just not quite as clinical as it needs to be. A lot of good link-up play, a lot of good build-up from back to front. Just missing that final piece of the puzzle so far. Here is Sedetis again. Little back heel to Tijani. Really good looking cross. Desilak able to get just a fingertip on it. Good thing he did as well, because Mirza was just over his shoulder, looking to attack the ball. Here's another look at that half chance for Germany. Slightly better ball inside to Tijani, and it would have been a free shot on goal. Time and time again, Germany winning the ball back in and around the halfway line. We'll come away with another corner. There's been some really good link-up play between Sedetis and Noe Tijani on this left flank. Seems to be where they are able to cause Slovenia the most problems. Can they cause even more with this corner? Bieber with the delivery, a lot of height and distance on it. Player down inside the box for Slovenia, and the whistle does eventually go. That might have been the last opportunity in this first period of play for Germany to break the deadlock. There will probably be perhaps a few minutes added on after that early injury inside the first 2 minutes of play. Really important interception there from Anze Zabukovets. Might be time for Slovenia to create something. Joshua Sievert down in what sounds like a lot of pain here. Did sound like a crunching tackle, or coming together if you like. Oh, does get caught right on the ankle there from Matjasek, who is on a yellow card, remember. I think the Slovenian number 10 is a little lucky not to be sent off there. Gonna have to be very careful from here on out. The last thing Slovenia will want is to go into the second half a man down. Having suffered the same fate against France in that 2-0 defeat on match day 1. Nininger does well to recover. That's another late challenge, and it will be another yellow card. This time, Matej Drobnic going into the referee's book, the big man at the back, arriving late. So a free kick in a promising area here. Another chance for Aiden Bieber to put a ball into the box. Bieber with the delivery. Good looking one as well. And Diallo unmarked with a glancing header, but nowhere near target. As the half-time whistle goes after that really good opportunity again for Germany. Plenty of them throughout the first 45. The lion's share of possession, clearly the better side. But Slovenia with 1 or 2 chances of their own, thanks to a few lapses in concentration at the back from this Under-17 Germany team. So nothing to separate Germany and Slovenia here in Radomlje. But still plenty of action to come. Who can make the move in the second 45? Only time will tell. Make sure you join us for it in just a few. So the players back out for the second 45. Nothing to separate Germany and Slovenia after an interesting first half. There are chances at both ends. Germany dominating possession. Slovenia probably with the better chances though, albeit gifted to them by some sloppy play at times at the back. Definitely one area where there is room for improvement. The other area for Germany probably in the final third, where they need to be a little bit more clinical, a little bit more decisive with the final effort on goal, or the final pass in towards a potential goal scorer. Interesting to see how they approach this second half. Was a very energetic start to the first. Elsewhere in Group A1, France currently all square against North Macedonia at 1 apiece. Germany and France, the only 2 teams with a win on match day 1.
Germany has been substituted by number 3, Louis Lemke, in 46th minute.
So Germany playing from left to right here in this second period of play in the Sport Park Radomlje, central Slovenia. Lovely little pocket of weather here in Slovenia. Not quite the case in the rest of Central Europe. The sun shining here in Radomia. Will it be a bright second half for Germany? Only time will tell. Have made the trip here. Somewhat expecting all 3 points, although in the second round of qualification, nothing comes easy. I think Slovenia will be confident after that first 45 with the way they defended. And large parts of the game able to keep Germany at bay. Here is Hasfeld. Yeah, number 9 runs into trouble though. Given away cheaply straight away by Slovenia. Really good pressure and pressing there from Germany, forcing the mistake. Aiden Bieber, the player closing down there. Just one change at the break. Mirza replaced by Lemke. Wonder if might have been a problem there with Mirza. Had a promising first half, was one of the more influential players for Germany in that first period of play, so a lot of the ball. Of course, with that big game against France coming up on Tuesday, might be part of the thought process in bringing one of Germany's star players off. Scramble to get the ball away from danger there. And sadly, Hasfeld unable to make contact with the ball properly there with Seretis up and away to his right. Had he been able to knock the ball his way, Seretis would have been able to run at goal there. With a lot of space to work with. And again, it's that final ball that's just been lacking for Germany so far. Too much on that one for Koplevitz. Tijani looking for options, finds the new Roy Lemke. Back to Tijani, can he get there? Yes he can, and puts it in towards the near post where Hasfeld was trying to get to. Just couldn't get there quickly enough though. It's a fantastic tracking back by Yannick Weitz. Great work by Lemke, cheeky little nutmeg there. Might be a chance here for Slovenia. And they break the deadlock. And it's their captain, Mia Maciasek, who fires it past Leonard Prescott into the back of the net. And now Germany with work to do. Was there an opportunity to get the ball away from danger? Maciasek not able to really control it all that well initially, but then shifted into an area where he can get a shot off on the spin. It's Diallo doing his best. Could he have had a little bit more support there? Nothing wrong with the finish though. I suppose the other question is should Mia Maciasek still be out on the pitch? Was already on a yellow card. And another heavy challenge following in that first half. No second yellow shown, and has now come back to haunt Germany. Well, looks like John Meyer and Dion Hofmeister getting ready to come on for Germany here. So Andrej Pavlak looking to react to going 1-0 down almost immediately. Well, Germany convinced they should have had a corner there. I think I'd have to agree with them. Will be a goal kick though, to add to their frustrations. Now those changes will be made. Till Wegener, one of the players coming off. Josef Hasvelt will join him on the bench as well.
Number 16, Till Wagner, has been substituted with number 6, Dion Hofmeister. It'll
be interesting to see how Germany react to going a goal down. As already mentioned, although Germany probably overall were the better side in the first half, the better chances definitely fell to Slovenia. It'll be equally interesting to see how they now approach it. Having gone a goal up, they sit back, park the bus, try and get a slender 1-0 lead over the finish line to claim what would be a massive 3 points for them and really mix things up in Group A1. Or do they stick to their guns and go for a second on the counter, perhaps? Promising run, which comes to a disappointing end. Yannick Weitz just can't get that final ball right again. Hofmeister gets his first touches on the ball. Tijani muscles his way past the challenge. That's a good recovery from Anze Zabukovic. Chance now perhaps for Germany. Back themselves an equaliser. Surely now, but it's up and over. Oh, what an opportunity to make an instant impact off the bench there for John Meyer. It's a handful of half chances just in the build-up to it. Now shouts for handball here. will be a corner. Just cuts underneath the ball there from close range. It bobbled up unkindly for the new man up front. The new young man. Wasted corner there. Germany players will remain high upfield here in an attempt to try and win the ball back straight away. Slovenia able to get it clear and nearly break forward down the middle. David Jereb edging towards the hour mark. Perhaps trying a little too much there. Mia Matjasek. Here come Germany again down the left. Oh, Maya sort of stepping back, hoping for a cutback. Instead it was played right across the face of goal. Germany might have another chance here though. France still at 1-1 against North Macedonia. As things stand, Slovenia would move up into second. Behind France in first on 4 points. Still half an hour to go in both games, so plenty could still change. Jereb does enough to win the throw. John Meyer has already made a real impact since coming on. Just adds a bit more of a physical presence up front. Really energetic performance so far. Determined to make a difference. Of course, in hunting for that equaliser, Germany need to make sure they remain resolute at the back as well. Isaiah Sedatis penalised for the challenge there. Slovenia awarded the free kick and will take their time with it, I'm sure. Matej Desilak in no rush. This dead ball does eventually send it upfield. Again, Prescott very confident on the ball. Saw something similar in the first half. The Germany shot stopper. Sievert not happy. We'll see a yellow card for throwing the ball into the ground there in frustration. Did look initially like he had played the ball. Might have been a heavy challenge, but still a fair one. There's another look at that confident footwork from Prescott in goal. This is where Germany need to be careful. 1-0 down. They're still well and truly in this, but concede a second with less than half an hour to go, and they might find themselves in real trouble. Not enough height on that delivery. Bieber. Loose pass there from the Germany number 8, and now Slovenia powering forward. Might be a chance here. Lovely round the keeper and into the back of the net. And it's the substitute Lemke who takes advantage of a lapse in concentration at the back from Slovenia this time. Germany right back in it and on level terms. And it's Luis Pepe Lemke, the half-time substitute, who rounds the keeper in style and leaves himself with an easy tap-in. It's completely misjudged by Anze Zabukovec, who I think maybe was expecting his keeper Dezelak to come off his line and deal with that. All of a sudden, it's game on again. Lemke with his third goal now for the under-17s in this his 7th appearance. Didn't have to do much to create the chance, but once he was given the opportunity, the Hamburg youngster rounding the keeper beautifully. First touch sublime, second even better. And an easy finish to make it 1-1. Germany with a corner here. All of a sudden, confidence running through their veins again. Edin Bieber with the cross. Slapped away. And the whistle does eventually go. Vugdalic will be very upset with the way Slovenia conceded that equaliser. After all that hard work, to concede such a cheap goal from their perspective, it will be really, really frustrating. Good tenacity there from Lemke. He really has made such a difference since coming on. Both him and John Meyer up front. Giving Slovenia different problems to try and figure out. Haven't quite been able to figure them out yet. Some inspired substitutions by head coach Andrej Pavlak. As said, it was a bit of a surprise to see Marvin Omir Mirza replaced at half-time by Lemke. Not that Lemke can't bring plenty to the table himself, as he's just shown a few moments ago. It looks like it was exactly what the doctor ordered. Andrej Pavlak getting that decision absolutely spot on. Free kick taken quickly by Germany. Here is Lemke again. Nice little turn. Little dink inside towards Meyer. Goes down looking for a penalty. It's going to take a little bit more than that to convince referee Matteo Busquets for that. Prescott again taking chances at the back. I'm not sure Andrej Pavlak will want to see him do that too more many times, to be honest. Taking a big risk every time he does it. Sometimes better just to boot the ball away from danger rather than take the chance. Sure, some of his teammates would prefer that as well. Especially with 3 massive points on the line here. After Germany just got themselves back into this. Again, Meyer causing problems up front. Karlsruhe striker. Such a physical presence, and these dead ball situations like corners and free kicks where balls can be whipped into the danger zone is where he really can shine. The whistle goes again. I've seen a lot of decisions go his way. The Slovenia keeper. Can't see what was wrong there. If anything, it's his own teammate that gets in the way. Diallo. Long ball over the top. Headed out of play for a Germany throw. Tim Neininger looking for options. Sedetis makes himself available. Neininger then unable to control the ball as he loses his footing. Now the ball forward towards David Yereb, who just put the brakes on his run there. Less than 20 still to go. In the meantime, France have taken the lead against North Macedonia. We'll see them take their tally to 6 points as things stand. Will be top of the group. few unforced errors starting to creep into Slovenia's game here. An equaliser really has rocked the boat somewhat. Yannick Weitz doing his best to keep the ball in play, but unable to do so. Not the best of clearances there from Dejelak. Good pressure by Sedetis to keep Slovenia pinned back inside their own half here, struggling to get out at the moment. Ball nicked away. Now Slovenia powering forward. It will be a free kick. Referee deciding to try and play the advantage. Didn't see one unfold. Now Slovenia. A free kick in a very, very promising area. I'm not sure if he's shown Sivat the yellow card there, because if he has, I do believe he's already on one. No. It is the substitute, Dion Hofmeister, who picks up the booking instead, which is good news. So Mia Matiasek standing over this one, looking like he's lining it up. Does have Tai Permic there as well. It will be the Slovenia captain. Easy catch in the end though for Prescott. Went for placement rather than pace and power. Slovenian number 10. Slana quickly closed down. Sedetis and Weitz just come away with the throw though. Looked like a really good pressure there from Aiden Bieber, but apparently a little too close for comfort there. Jallo does really well. Tries to thread one through the middle towards Lemke. Heavy touch. Ball back with Lemke again. He's always looking to run at the defenders and picks up the free kick. Nothing wrong with the tackle, but did have a handful of his shirt. There, Anze Zabukovic. Aiden Bieber with another opportunity to send one into the box here. Floated towards the back post. And Sievert, I think, on the volley with the inside of the right boot. And quite the angle to work with there, but had he kept that one down, it would have been a very difficult one for Slovenia's shot stopper Mete Dejelak in goal. Nininger launches it upfield. And Maya to chase. Dejelak off his line, puts it out of play for a throw. And Slovenia get bodies back in support. Sedatis will leave it to Nininger. Sedatis, lovely touch. And does really well in possession as well. Runs into trouble in the end. And a valiant effort. Only Germany number 7. Didn't really have too many other options in and around him. Tried to make the most of it and nearly came out on top there. No penalty, says the referee. Plenty of shouts from the Germany bench. But the away side will try and keep the pressure on, not run the ball out of play. Again, it's Lemke causing all the problems. Oh, excuse me, I'll take that back. Not Lemke, but Edin Bieber. Heading into the final 10 minutes of this match day 2 fixture. Is there still a winner in this game? Or will the spoils be shared? Would be the first point on the board for Slovenia in this second round of qualification for the European Championships in the summer in Estonia. France still 2-1 up against North Macedonia, which would see them with a maximum 6 points at the top of the table.
Number 21, for Slovenia, has been substituted by number 11, Gabriel Bogatinov.
So Gabriel Bogatinov coming on in the meantime. What a save that is by Leonard Prescott. The whistle has gone anyway, but he wasn't to know. Hasn't had much to do here this afternoon. The Germany keeper found himself a little off his line there and it dipped over him. Would have found the back of the net. Gets a fingertip to it to help it up and over. Free kick given anyway in the end, so wouldn't have made a difference had it found the back of the net. Still, nice to see Prescott wide awake and ready when needed. Matic Drobnic taking one from Maya there. Good physical battle between the two big boys. He just unintentionally stands on the leg of Drobnic there. Nothing malicious involved. Big save by Prescott, and that time it would have counted, as that was heading for the top right corner. And the Germany keeper could have his own little highlight reel on the final whistle with some of the moments he's been involved in. So a wonderful effort on the half volley there from Ty Primic. Leonard Prescott with a world-class save to keep it out and keep the score at 1 apiece. I still have work to do here though, with Slovenia looking to keep the pressure on from the corner. Booted away. Seditis will latch onto it. Finds a way through. And finds a way forward. Here's Lemke. That's offside. Half-time substitute, just setting off a little early there. Fantastic work from Isaiah Seditis. So Tobin Leis and Daniel Moros coming on for Germany now. Some fresh legs for the final 6 minutes or so. Slovenia will have another corner. Home side looking to end this game on the front foot. Still plenty of time for a winner at either end. Luka Kokol with the left-footed in-swinger. Good catch by Prescott. Looking to release the ball quickly. It's a long throw forward towards Seditis. And put out of play by Filip Slana. Prescott's never quite sure what he's going to do when the ball comes his way in that sort of a situation. It's late into the game, you hope he wouldn't take too many risks. But to be fair to Germany's #1 in between the sticks, he's kept them on level terms with 2 fantastic saves, one of which wasn't perhaps necessary, but just still impressive. Can see why he's so highly regarded. Leonard Prescott, the Bayern Munich youngster, has been the under-17's go-to keeper since joining up with the side. Certainly are racking up the corners here in the closing stages, Slovenia. Doing their best to give themselves every chance of a late winner. Germany need to really remain concentrated. Stay sharp at the back. The physical battle between Maja and Drobnic continues inside the German penalty area. Prescott came out looking to try and get something on that, but went reaching to find nothing in the end. It's Drobnic who does get the ball, or get the header, but can't find the target with it. I have to say, Slovenia have been the more promising in these final stages. We'll have another free kick or dead ball situation. Another chance to float one into the danger zone here. Right at the death. About to head into the 90th minute of play. Timon Kokets standing over the ball. Floats it forward. Prescott comes way off his line there, crashing into his teammate in the process. Manages to get on his feet and make the clearance, and now break could be on for Germany. Sedesets with a lovely little back heel. Could there be a winner here? Surely off the line. What a clearance that is. And Germany can't believe how they haven't scored. Torben Leis, the late substitute, convinced he'd scored the winning goal there. And Luka Kokol coming back in the right place at the right time to deny Germany a certain winner. Now Germany with a free kick. 5 minutes added on here. So still plenty of time for a winner. Edge of your seat stuff here right at the death of this match day 2 encounter. Torben Leis to send this one into the box. Looks like it's too close to the keeper. He's curling towards that top corner as well. Had Dejelak misjudged that one, he might have been in trouble. Safe hands in the end up. Put out of play. Germany with the throw. Maja unable to bring it down. Now David Jereb driving forward. It is pocket picked, and Germany come away with the throw. Layoff inside from Sedesets. Doesn't find the intended target. Maja back helping out now as well. Launched forward by Neininger. Chased down by Daniel Mroz. Does eventually get on the ball here. Lovely touch to create the space for the cross. Didn't really get any lift on it though. Put back in by Neininger. Yere breaking forward. Yere gets the shot off. And Prescott at full stretch gets a right hand to it. Sievert down with a problem. Well, it seems like the referee has blown the final whistle here, even though there were 5 minutes added on. After 3.5 of them. Brings an end to the game, slightly unexpectedly there. So massive chances at both ends to claim all 3 points, but neither Germany nor Slovenia able to take those chances. A massive clearance off the line right at the death, denying Germany all 3 points. So Germany and Slovenia share the spoils here. We see Slovenia pick up their first point of round 2. Germany take their tally to 4 and now find themselves 2 points behind table toppers France, who picked up a 2-1 victory against North Macedonia. Germany in action again in 3 days' time on Tuesday when they come up against France in what will be a massive, massive game in the battle for top spot in Group A1 here in round 2 of qualification for the Summer European Championships. Thank you for joining us. We hope you've enjoyed the show here this evening, or early evening should I say, late afternoon. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. We'll leave you with some of the highlights and hope to see you next time. Until then, and as always, stay safe and take care.
Ja, das ist witzig. Hat den Ball zwischen die beiden gespielt.
Frankreich, die haben gewonnen, ne?